Morning everybody, it's the 8th of June and we had some rain. We were desperately in need of rain. We haven't had rain for about 6 weeks down here. So the weather's changed and it's our normal summer now. Rain and wind. Well, I've just been over the allotment now and it's 7:10. I was rummaging around with the potatoes yesterday and I noticed the Charlotte were ready, and here they are, 16.5 pounds of Charlotte potatoes from a 5-foot bed. My raised beds are 10 by 4s, so this is just one and a half rows, so it's just over a 5-foot row, and as you can see, they're way too big. This is the size I want and this is the size I've got. This is what I really want for the salad potatoes, and this is what I ended up with. I've left them in 10 days. 10 days too long. These are just a few spring onions we just picked out, so they've done well. The Charlotte we planted on the 1st of March, so it's 99 days today, but they should have come out 10 days ago. And but this is the best crop of Charlotte I've ever had in a raised bed, and I've just not usually grown just rows upon rows of them, but they've never produced like this. So I've got another 4 rows of Charlotte ready to come out now at the end of June. So I'm going to give it another 10 days and I'm going to take them out. So they should all be roughly the size I want then. But they produced really well. It's the best crop I've ever had. I harvested all the garlic. So I thought I'd try and attempt one of them garlic plats. It's a bit of a feeble attempt. It's my first go, but I didn't leave it dry out enough. So the stems were too thick, so I couldn't plat it. But it's not too bad. We have plenty garlic this year. So I gave up on my platting attempt, and then I went back to the old thing of putting them in stockings and hanging them all on line to dry. So we had a hell of a good crop of garlic this year. I don't usually grow it this good, but as I said, raised beds seems the way to go. That's more garlic, so it's all on the line in stockings now, drying out. It's the 17th of June already. We're nearly at midsummer. Well, summer, we haven't had any of a summer yet. We had a wonderful spring, dry winter, dry spring, and now we're paying for it. So I've come over the allotment now just to water the polytunnel mainly, but things have moved on a bit. These is where the overwintering Japanese onions were. 100% of them failed. I didn't have one, so I dug them out and binned them, and I put leeks in where they are. I know it's not supposed to, it's supposed to rotate, but I had no room, so I put the leeks in where the onions were. I had a couple of little beetroot there, gherkins and a few lettuce. And I dug 2 rows of Charlotte out by here, the 4-foot rows. 2 4-foot rows I dug out, and it produced 23 pounds of new potatoes. In fact, I let them go about 10 days too long, so they were a bit too big. But these will be ready now in another week or so. These are the carrots I put outside. I can't grow carrots in the polytunnel, so these are flying along. These come up well. Spring onions produced in abundance. I've had a load out. But something's been going through here. I don't know, there's a dog running loose over here or something. Someone's dog. I've been chasing a rat. But This is I've cleaned this bed out as well. This is where the cabbage were. Well, no one picked them. I went away on holiday and they all went to seed, so I've composted a lot of these as well. But they are sapomira, they're alright. And just odds and sods. I think these two on the end are Charlotte. And there's two odd pots of mains by here as well. I've put dill in. I'm going to be pickling a lot of cucumbers this year. So I'm going to be doing garlic and dill pickle. So, a dill in there. A couple of coal sheds. These are moved on. So they starting to produce already. Well, these will be fun. That's ready to come off, that is. But we're just potching about. It's so wet over here now. It was morning a couple of weeks ago. It's so dry. And now it's saturated. This is the kale I've put in. This has actually moved along quickly. Somebody's been having a go at that. There's kale in here. There's cabbage in there. There's purple sprouting broccoli, which is getting hammered. The bugs. There's some sprouts. And a couple of swede. I did plant a row of swede, but nothing seems to be coming at the moment. And I've just dug out a few onions. I don't know if they're going bad. These are the white overwintering. These have been okay. I've just dug a load out of the firmer ones, but there seems to be something happening to them. It's not just dying off like they usually do. So I've got another load of it to come out. He's produced okay. We'll just go into the polytunnel now and have a look in here. Everything's moving along alright. That's gherkin and cucumbers just trying to climb. Oh, there's one, but there, look. They're small. They haven't climbed up the ropes like I thought they would be. So I don't know. There's a couple, but there, gherkins. I'll be picking them now in another week. Tomatoes are doing okay. These are the tumbling tom tomatoes. These are going to produce. Look at the flowers on these. That's the onions I've just dug out. So I'll leave them in here to dry for a week or so. I'll take them down to your house then and put them on racks. There's more over there. Another load of onions. Peppers. We have peppers. So they're already producing. There's quite a few got peppers on. So we'll just leave them go away quietly. These are the firecracker chilies. They're not producing. I think I'm going to have to stop watering these. Neglect them a bit. Just to get them into producing. There's no flowers on the both. Oh, there's a couple of flowers on that one. I'm hoping I'm going to get something here. And these English cucumbers, Beth Alpha. There's nothing on this, it is. They just starting as well. Couple coming. Melons, there's no action there. So I'll just leave them and see what comes of them. I've sprayed these tomatoes with a copper mixture because we do suffer with a hell of a lot of blight here. So greenhouse is plodding along okay. As I said, I've only got to come over once a day to water in here and I'm away. That's the great thing about raised beds. Whereas I used to spend 5 or 6 hours over here, I'm spending half hour over here now. I got other things to do, as other hobbies. So what we got up here now? Beans. Beans are starting to climb. These are gherkins, these first 4 or 5, but they're very, very slow, these are. So, like a hanging baskets just to brighten up the place. And the runners, these are climbing as well. So everything's going on okay over here. So I've only come over here for half an hour now. I'm going to go back for a coffee now. So, until the next time, I'll catch you all again.